Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see, the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Oregon Ducks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Ducks will boot it away to start the game. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Cornhuskers offense will go to work first. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Power football with the run. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Running it to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense when you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making it work.
You just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first 3rd down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you can regroup, because this environment is hostile.
So Oregon's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Gives it on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Shoots it to the left. Got the big tight end on the corner route. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Man, this guy has had an amazing year all season long. He has stepped up and made plays for his team when they needed it most. And with that last completion, he's now crossed 4,000 yards passing for the year.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Madden. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. And the Ducks want to move quickly. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the 1st down. Right back to the well. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Trying play action. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Ducks! Just under 60,000 in this place, but sometimes it sounds like 600,000. An engineering marvel to hold in all this noise.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. They love their team. They support the Ducks, and they've built traditions and so many teams they should be proud of. Getting them involved early is a great sign for this football game.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Under fire. Oh, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
Deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere. He's knocked down behind the line.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find enough.
Looking for a deep man. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Huskers will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fair catch is called for. You want to make sure that you field it cleanly in rainy weather like this. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Caught in the backfield, it's Larson. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The Ducks will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Got his man on the outside. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. Nebraska's had a lot of guys to feed over the years. Mike, Rozier, Roger, Craig. I am hip. But you don't know who's going to get it with this running attack.
Yeah, but I do know this, Reese. Whoever gets it is going to run the football physical. And Nebraska is going to be very happy. Their fan base will be jacked if they establish the physical ground game, because that's who they are.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Send the tight end in motion. Quarterback making checks. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. A loss of 5 on that play.
This offense has got to get this thing going, man. Nowhere to go. Where do you want the running back to go? He gets tackled for a loss. Offensive line has to block better. They've got to create some holes. They've gone nowhere. Several drives, no points. They need something to go right for this offense.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Cornhuskers are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. A little release to the back. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there.
Well, you've seen the last 2 plays now. This guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon, and a guy this defense has got to be ready for.
Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the first down.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next time.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Finds the tight end. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Running back searching for a hole. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front. And as a result, they lose yardage.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He might want another play. To the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab on the left. He's going for the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
You love that decision if you're the head coach. You're trying to throw it in the end zone. Nothing's there. Good job by the quarterback. Tucking it and running and just getting what he can get.
3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Marches ahead. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got to play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Nebraska.
Man, it's so nice to have an offense that can do so many different things and attack you different ways. When you run the option the normal way with a running back, the defense knows how to play it. But how about this? The receiver out wide, now a little confusion. QB takes advantage and punches it in for 6.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Rushes on him. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
I tell you what, man, you better be looking at your puppy dog feet and seeing where they are, Palmer. You don't want to get back in that end zone and bad things happen when you get sacked.
I don't know if you want to even risk this quarterback having to hold on for to the football very much longer after watching that last play. This defense right now is pinning their ears back on this area of the field, and they are getting after him quick.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. The Ducks will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He'll haul it in right around the logo. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it.
Oh, he's got some space. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Now on 1st down from the 28. They'll leave it with him. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. Might be calling a hot route. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the 1st down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the 1st down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
Tries to get it on the ground. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8.
And these are the plays you know exactly what you're going to get up front. The offensive line does a great job blocking. Just create a little bit of a hole, pound through that hole. That running back, they can't tiptoe, they can't dance. Run north.
Back's going for the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Husker. Lining up for the PAT.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. On the run, it's Larson. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. And the Ducks will hustle to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. The RPO, it's complete. He's loose down the left side. The 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Oregon.
That was a play call.
Man, how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. That's reeled in. It's Pope. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. And the Huskers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Wants to go up top on first down. Flips it out in the flat. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Huskers have pushed it inside the 20. They'll give it to the back. There he goes. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The Cornhuskers have it with a 1st and 10. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Madden. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Runs through a tackle. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Working the middle, it's complete. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. The Ducks line up to punt it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence.
Unloads it downfield. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game, and just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being aggressive, and not just that. They're taking deep shots way down the field, but give the defense credit. They were ready for it, forcing that incompletion.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, they're after him. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. You're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Just enough time for one final play of the half.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Eugene. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Autzen Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Huskers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Just making life miserable for opposing quarterbacks the way Trev Alberts always did.
Yeah, just finding a guy that can sniff out the quarterback and kind of feel it, have those instincts. You could tell he saw it, went and got it, just like your boy Trev Alberts, Reese.
Here comes the Heat. Lofts one high and deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Ducks will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Touchdown, Nebraska! Special teams coming through, the 3rd aspect of the game, delivering big time. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turning on the gas. Great job, great return.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Give to the back. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. And the Ducks are in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. And the pressure gets to the quarterback. Down he goes, but that penalty marker sitting right at the line of scrimmage might be offsides against the defense.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess, and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. The give to the back. Sweet cut there.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. Just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Looking for room. It's Larson. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Turning it on! And they exploited that soft spot. They get it down to the 35. The Ducks just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. The give on the option. Got enough for the first. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Here comes the option. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Nah, this defense, you could tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? And the Ducks are in the red zone. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They just saw their lead cut in half, and now they'll try to answer. Under fire. And the defense makes a play. Second back at the 10.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the 3rd quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is...
Breaks into the open. Past the 1st down marker and still running. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And that's why this offense is hard to stop, man. They have that option to pitch it. So as a defense, I got to get the quarterback, and then I got to get the pitch man, and they lost the pitch man, and you could tell he made them pay with a big gain down the field.
The Huskers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Trying to make magic with his feet. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
These last 2 plays really are a microcosm of why this guy is so dangerous as a dual-threat quarterback. He showed you the arm talent. He showed you the accuracy on the previous completion. And then on this play, it's not open, so he takes off and runs and gets it. There's so many different ways this guy can affect you as a defense because of his athleticism, man. He is a special talent.
And, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. The Cornhuskers come to the line with a new set of downs. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Power ahead. Touchdown, Huskers! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dive.
Oh, he's got some space. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The Ducks moving quickly to the line.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Ducks decide to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity ladder. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Going for the big play. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. He's got him in the flat. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Fires on the move. Got his man all by himself. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. He'll keep it himself. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
I just love the way the defense prepares. Each and every week we see this defense come out, and it's like 11 guys. They've got their head in the game, and they're playing as one unit. They knew it was going to be tough facing this option game with the quarterback and the running attack, but they've just done such a good job so far staying home, playing their assignments. You saw it on that last play right there.
Touchdown, Cornhuskers! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. ULM is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Warhawks have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Louisiana. Anything can happen down the stretch here in the Sun Belt. It's why we're here to keep you posted, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the Ducks in the hurry-up. Second down, they'll go to the air. The screen, and watch out. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
I wish I would board.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the toss. There he goes.
Laid him out, no person, couldn't do shit about it.
Option was executed to
Perfect play.
perfection.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here, trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Stands in and takes the hit. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, he's still on his feet. The Ducks are marching down the field.
I'm glad those. Man, my belly going on.
Here's the handoff. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
On third down, he drops to throw. Makes the grab. Out of bounds after a big pickup on the play. Just a couple of yards short of the goal line.
You got to be impressed by what you just saw from this offense. They're already in the red zone, right? The coach is telling the quarterback, be smart, don't do anything crazy with the football. We can't turn it over. We're already in field goal range, and he's like, no, man, I got my matchup one-on-one. I know where I'm going, and not just that. I'm not just going to get the first. I'm going to set you up now on the goal line. Let's roll.
They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They desperately need to get the score here on 3rd and goal to have any kind of wild chance. Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture. After such a long drive, so many first downs, you've gotten right down to the doorstep. 4th down, you want to be able to pay this thing off and punctuate this drive with a touchdown.
Hey, we just made every play there.
And it's 4th and goal, and it's go time. I got to push people around. Look at the offensive line doing a really good job getting those guys.
Made a play. I was there. Position.
Little hole for the running back, and he
motherfucker made a play. Yeah.
Goal and gets the touchdown.
If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Great place to start for this offense. Here's a heat. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Going over the top. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it
going. He's on.
Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Looking for the goal line. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
3rd and 2, trying to be physical, trying to win the battle up front. Almost there, Palmer, just short, 4th and inches.
Yeah, and he was so disappointed he didn't pick up that first. He's looking over the sidelines right now, asking for the ball again here on 4th.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Nebraska! They stretched this lead here in the 4th, and now they're closing in on their 9th win of the season.
And was there ever any doubt, guys? 4th and goal, you got to turn around, give it to your bell cow. Just know he's going to find a way to get it in the end zone, and he did exactly that.
He'll bring it out. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Got it in the middle. It's Madden. This guy just oozes toughness when he runs, bangs his way to the 20. The Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but
he hurls one deep down the left side. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
The give, and tick, 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 tick. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And this offense has done a really good job late in this football game. Man, you put a premium on the fourth quarter and maximizing possessions, and they've put touchdowns on the board. They've done a great job. Nice last play, too. Keep that momentum going and get out of here with the win.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. To the ground, he's got it again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the offense is trying to go counter, but the defense blows it up, and they do it by getting penetration up the middle, setting up the tackle for loss.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. He's going to run it. Turning it on. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
And on 3rd down, he calls his own number. Really nice job by the quarterback, making the decision, being decisive. He does a good job going, getting the first down, a new set of downs for this offense.
And they'll take a knee on 4th down, happy with their performance so far, and they'll turn it over in the waning moments. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team.